Welcome to my YouTube channel, Legal Information Law Insights. I am Advocate Mukund Mahajan. Hello friends. Have you recently heard that banks will no longer release money to nominees? Has the RBI actually passed a new regulation that prevents nominees from receiving funds? Such claims are going viral on social media and news platforms. But what's the truth? Will nominees truly be denied the money? Or has the RBI actually introduced new rules to make the claim process simpler, faster, and more transparent? In this video, let's understand the latest 2025 RBI guidelines, the legal status of nominees, and what it all really means for account holders and their families. Part 1. What is the role of a nominee? When you open a bank account, create a fixed deposit, or rent a locker, you are allowed to nominate someone, that is, name a nominee. The nominee's role is to receive the money or assets after the account holder's death, but it is important to understand. The nominee is only a trustee, not the legal owner of the funds. The actual legal ownership is determined by succession law, that is, either by legal heirs or through a valid will. Part 2. What has changed in 2025? New rules by RBI and the government. Now let's talk about the key regulatory changes made in 2025 that directly affect nominees, banks, and legal heirs. 1. RBI's Master Direction, 26 September 2025. RBI has issued a new Master Direction titled Settlement of Claims in Respect of Deceased Customers of Banks. Under this, if a nominee's documents are in order, the bank must settle the claim within 15 working days. If the bank delays beyond this period, it must pay interest or compensation for the delay. These directions are mandatory for all banks and must be fully implemented by 31 March 2026. Clearly, the RBI's goal is not to deny nominees the money, but to make the process faster and more accountable. 2. 15 lakh rupees threshold for simplified claim process. RBI has directed banks to set a threshold limit for simplified claim settlement. This limit must be no less than 15 lakhs rupees. This means that if the deceased customer's account holds 15 lakhs rupees or less, the claim process must be simplified and faster for the nominee or heirs. 3. You can now nominate up to 4 people. As per the Banking Laws Amendment Act 2025, account holders can now nominate up to 4 individuals, instead of just 1. 2 modes of nomination are now permitted. Simultaneous nomination, all nominees receive their respective shares at the same time. Successive nomination, if the first nominee is unavailable, the next nominee in line becomes eligible. This rule applies to bank accounts, fixed deposits, and lockers, though lockers only allow simultaneous nominations. 4. Nomination now made mandatory. RBI has instructed all banks to ensure that every customer has a nominee registered. This applies to both new and old accounts. The bank's Customer Service Committee is now required to regularly report the coverage of nominations. If your account doesn't currently have a nominee, you should update it immediately to avoid legal complications later. Part 3. Nominees won't get money. The truth behind the rumor. There's a widespread rumor on social media claiming that banks will no longer give money to nominees. But this is completely false and misleading. The truth is, nominees will still receive the money, but they are not the legal owners. If a legal heir disputes the nomination, the matter may go to court. Based on court rulings, the nominee may have to hand over the funds to the rightful heirs. Even the Supreme Court has clarified that a nominee acts as a trustee, not the owner. Part 4. Practical advice for the public. Here's what you should do as a responsible account holder. 1. Ensure that all your bank accounts, FDs, and lockers have valid nominees registered. 2. When making a nomination, decide whether you want simultaneous or successive nomination. 3. Explain to your nominee that they are not the final owner, but are legally expected to pass on the money to the rightful heirs. 4. If you ever have to file a death claim, keep documents ready: death certificate, ID proof, and account details. 5. To avoid family disputes, consider preparing a will or proper succession plan in advance. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for more legal insights. I will meet you in the next video soon. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.